If you want to know what I think is the best part of the fair and the parade, the people. I really don't go down to the rides that much and things like that, but I know the kids do and they love to. Our children used to go down there, but I think we were more enthused about the animals, the cattle and the hogs. We watched pigs have little ones one time.
Yes.
Yeah, being born. Yeah. If you think there's just one kind of a rabbit, you're wrong. I don't know how many different kinds. Best kind of food?
Yeah.
Well, pie at the Methodist Church. Pie, people. Yeah.
My name is Wendy Hine, and I work for the Oregon State University Extension Service here in Clackamas County. And my position as OSU faculty is to oversee 4-H Club. 4-H is a youth development program, which means that what we're really about is helping young people develop the skills they need to be successful as adults. And we do that in a number of ways. One of our most popular areas where we do a lot of work with youth is our 4-H Club program. So we have over 1,300 members in clubs in Clackamas County. Say photography, that's actually our #2 project in this county. 4-H is in all areas. We have projects that apply to people who live in suburban and urban areas. Things like art, things like foods and nutrition, we have dance, we have science, we have herpetology for those who would rather raise a gecko instead of a sheep. So there's really something for any young person, no matter where their interest lies, they can find that and explore that in 4-H.
Good job, guys. 180, 190. I'm 190. Thank you now, too. I'm 190. Living a team, living a team, living a team. 250, got it. 260. 250, living a 260. Been about 60, living a 260. 260. 170, sir. 70. Now 180. 180 in the front row. 80 in the middle. 180. Been about 80. 80 got it now. 190. I'm 190. Thank you now. Dr. Kohler, 7L, Paul Herfords. Is that the right? What was the number again? I knew the date 16. Thank you. Been a long time. Great buyer. Thank you, Jake.
Hi, Chloe. I'm Mary.
Hi.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
This is my first time at the fair, and I saw you standing ready with your animal. Will you tell us how old you are?
I'm 10.
And you told me just a minute ago this was your first time auctioning an animal, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did it feel like?
It was kind of nervous because when he was trying to get away, it was kind of hard to hang on.
And you got a high price in the auction, I understand. Yeah? How do you feel about that?
It's pretty good, but I'm going to miss it.
Hey, having a minute now, 775. No, wait.
Fonzie and Sunny are rescue llamas. They were rescued from that farm outside of Salem a couple years ago with all the starving llamas and horses. And so now they're healthy and nice 4-H llamas and nice pack llamas.
Some visitor told me about there's a llama, I think he's out of Malala, and they said for the last 5 to 7 years there's been this one llama. They suspect it's a boy who's wild, no one can catch him, and so he comes and grazes in different people's yards and in their fruit trees, and he survives winters and summers out in Malala, and I forget where exactly in Malala, but no one's been able to catch him.
big, and they have soft fur like this, except they're bigger and they're bred for meat and fur. So then people thought, oh, it'd be great to have a smaller one as a pet, because Rex are so nice, but they're huge. So they I don't know what they did, and they found the mini Rex. They're kind of like a Rex, except smaller. And there's only 2 types of rabbits that have this fur type, which would be the Rexes. These are the kittens.
So flat.
Yeah, she's hot, so that's what they do to cool down. They stretch out.
My name is Susan Sommers. I am the kitchen cupboard superintendent, which basically means I'm in charge of all of the food entries that come in. The big thing this year was we had a huge jump in our jams. We had 131 jams entered this year. Generally speaking, if it's something that is not being tasted, like our gift baskets or our tables, it's kind of a 50-50. Half is on presentation, and then the other half is on creativity for what they used and how they incorporated the fair theme, which changes from year to year. Once it's all judged and sampled, we move all of that food onto large trays, which I use for giving samples. We put sample trays together for the maintenance staff that work here at the fairgrounds. We also take some into the office, we take some over to the cadets. So all of those cookies and things like that have come in, the quick breads, the pies, the cakes, we have little sample trays so that the food doesn't get wasted.
I'm in charge of EMS and security for the rodeo. I'm also on the animal welfare committee. So animal welfare means the way we treat the animals and the way we work with the animals, because they are animal athletes. And if we don't treat them with that same respect as animal athletes, they won't perform for us, we won't have a good rodeo, and the cowboys won't have the opportunity to show their skills. It is the biggest professional sporting event that happens in Clackamas County. We got professional cowboys that come in here that have made over, one guy last night's made over $4 million in his career. So we got the best of the best come to Canby to rodeo.
Same story with the bulls. Nice big heavy bulls, in good shape, all slicked out, nice, had some good feed, and they're not abused. These guys work about 5 minutes a year in the arena is all they really work. How big the tips can be. That's for a couple different reasons. That's for the cowboy safety, but it's also for the bull safety. You put a bunch of bulls in this pen that are like that and got great big horns and they're sharp on the ends, they're going to poke each other and they're going to have problems with each other. So we want to keep them down to a certain size to keep the safety of the animal and as well as the cowboy. They're loaded in the chutes, and then the cowboy gets on the horse that they're supposed to take. Chutes are small, so the animal can't turn around, the animal can't get hurt, or the cowboy. Probably the most dangerous place in rodeo is to be in here for the cowboy, is in this chute. So we do everything we can to make it as safe as possible. Then the gate opens. Here we go. Okay, let's do it. Yes. Attaboy! Attaboy! Holy mackerel mama! How'd you like to get on about 100 of those a year to make a living, huh? Wow!